I tried to remember
Nice.
how the beginning went. I Battle for Fun too, actually. Heck, I know even sometimes people win and lose. Well, I can't remember how it goes. Damn. I just remember I show true pride as a guardian.
Because it's the
My goal to
funniest
do my
line.
best, to do my hope, to fulfill my hopes and dreams.
To fulfill
wanna
my
strike
hopes
that.
and dream. Oh, shit.
Maybe?
Oh.
No, never mind.
Oh, nice.
Another point before on the like a representation quota before you yourself decide to play the game. With like genders and stuff, at least it's a small amount of numbers, so I can kind of see that. What I really don't get is when someone says that there's not enough of a race, because there's more races than countries. And what is there, 293 countries in the world?
Yeah,
That's
something like that.
really, oh yeah, I'll take that. That's really difficult. Like they were saying before that there's a couple of Caucasian girls in, I gotta discard
Dogs.
one, in Sleeping Dogs, to which I will say, are any of them Slovak? Probably not. In fact, they probably don't even care to tell you what white race they are of the many, many that exist. Just
Here,
like
you
how in
Scorch.
most
go.
games you play with black people, they never bring up what their ethnicity is, what their background is. There's, what, 80-something modern-day countries where black people originate from, including many islands, not even in Africa. It really, truly is just skin deep. Don't worry about it, guys.
And I'm dead.
Oh, so what happens when you die? Two angels lift you.
There are 3 possible outcomes for whenever you die. You get a not so great or not so harsh penalty, which is when 2 angels come down and get you.
Yep.
So you'll either drop like an inconsequential item or you lose like a little bit of cash, something like that. If 2 little demons come down and get you instead, you will lose a moderate amount of cash or items, maybe like a town. But if the Reaper comes and gets you, you lose either all your cash, a town or 2, some equipment pieces, and maybe like one other thing. But another thing is that if the angels come get you, you're out for 1 turn. If the devils come get you, you're out for 2 turns, and the Reaper gets you out for 3 turns.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, halfling.
And someone in the chat there said maybe LGBTQ people need to get into game design more. Yeah, there's tons of them, especially in the indie scene nowadays, and a lot of them put gay and trans and stuff like that people in their games. And my stance on that is, yeah, I'll play it as long as the game's good, like the gameplay. That's what I care about. I play plenty
yeah,
of
this
games
game's
with like
pretty
gay people and stuff. Like every Sims game, has had gay relationships. And I don't give a shit whether it does or it does not because the game is good, and I think it works for that game from a game design standpoint, in fact, so I think it's actually a good thing that it has gay relationships, because it kind of works for that game. So, I mean, because, like, mating is an actual, like, fucking game mechanic in that, so it makes sense. It doesn't fuck with the balance, so why not? This music is way too sinister for a smiling child.
Oh yeah, she's smiling. What the?
Yeah,
I just want to
she-
leave it on this screen for a little bit to let it rub
Yeah.
in.
People complain about no black people in Witcher 3. Isn't it supposed to be Polish mythology?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just said it's Polish mythology. Yep, believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of black people back in, like, Iron Age Poland. If you did a game about, like, African mythology and, like, sub-Saharan Africa, you're probably not gonna have many people that aren't black. It's just how it is. Stop caring so much about people's races. Treat everyone the same.
So real
It's not
quick and
that
dry.
hard.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna point out the red loot spaces that were over on
Ooh.
the bottom right. Okay, so these are actually some really good items.
Oh,
Ooh,
reveal.
feels good.
Okay, so reveal when you're in battle. You have those 2 like cards that say first or last, but you don't know which one is which. If you use a reveal, it's consumed, and then you can see which one is which, so you can decide if you want the first card.
Okay, that's kind of useful.
So while that was happening, the wise grandma has spawned over here. I just need to land on her, and she'll give me an antidote, and then I can bring that to Dokapon Castle. Actually, not just me. One of you 2 can also come and get the antidote from the wise grandma and deliver it to Dokapon Castle, and then you'll get this castle under your name.
Hell yeah.
So if Firi revives and is able to get to her first, then all hell might break loose. would you ever not want to be first? There are very few instances that I can think of where
Yeah, I was
it
thinking
would
about that too.
come into use.
Polish
Olay.
culture is really fascinating to me. That's another one of those countries that I find really fascinating, because there's just this deep level of like, I don't give a fuck. We're doing it the way we want to do it. And I can kind of respect that on some level of just like, fuck off, stop telling me how to run my country. And I kind of like that.
To be honest,
Lockbox. Ooh, what? I don't have a key.
No, you need a magic key for that.
Okay. I'll go for this.
To be honest, people will complain about everything all the time.
Oh
so
god, yeah.
Just, one thing that I've learned while working customer service is to just not care.
Yeah.
You see my care cup right now?
Oh, fuck.
No,
Totally
it doesn't
empty.
exist.
Nullifies field magic. That might be good.
So it would prevent you from getting hit by one of our spells.
Yeah.
I could discard this bird. I will discard the one crystal.
So, like I said before, one crystal and most of the numbered crystals are very helpful if you need to rearrange yourself before a particular move. Like, if you're trying to get to a specific space, and you know you have a crystal that can get you to that space, you can just position yourself for the next turn and then use the crystal.
A good game to play with people is Black Desert. I heard about that MMO for like 2 weeks, and then I think everyone stopped playing it because it's an MMO, and most MMOs die after like a month. Usually what happens is it's coming out, everyone says this one will kill WoW, and then it doesn't, and it dies. That's usually what happens. That genuinely, the only other time I can think of a major MMO promoted as a WoW killer survived is the current incarnation of the Final Fantasy MMO, which I hear is really good. And it didn't kill WoW, it's just doing its own thing, which I think is perfectly fine. Like, it went so fast, what did you do to her?
I tried to use Blistered Feet on her, which would have made her move one space at a time. She also dodged my other spell, so...
Jesus, is that just like a dice roll on if she dodges?
Yeah.
Okay. Smash
Alright,
Banner says
Firi.
Final Fantasy is amazing, I'm playing it right now. Cool.
Oh,
What the
there
fuck?
she is.
Oh, Roche!
So I
Really?
call her she, and Dokapon, and Runaway Guys call him he. I refer to Rose as a she because this is the same voice actress as Kari from Digimon.
Okay, but it has to be male, because Rochambeau is kicking each other in the nuts until someone falls over.
This is true.
So it must be male, right?
Ideally, yeah.
Go pay.
Okay, so if this is the first time ever fighting Roche, she will have no money to give you if you win. If you lose, she'll take, like, I think a third of your money. And then if she shows up again for another player to fight, she'll keep that money on her. So basically you can win money that she has won from other players. And if you're in debt and you lose to her, she'll clear your debt.
Rock.
I
Hell
win.
yeah. See, I'm a genius.
So nothing
Should've
happened.
used paper.
So what does this tile do?
It will warp you to either Dokapon Castle or a temple. We haven't gone to any temples yet, though, so it would only warp you back to Dokapon.
Okay, I will go here. Level 4.
Gremlin?
Whattageek,
Yeah. What's
I
up?
forget. You still haven't seen any Red Letter Media, right?
I don't believe I have.
I'm going to send you Remlazar.
Okay.
Look, all I'm gonna say is I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that was weird. My
she is
volume went
Oh, that
down.
was me.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. That was me.
Right, I can take keyboard control from you now, can't I? So that
Yeah,
can't happen. Let me do that real quick. I genuinely believe, with your interest and love of movies and editing and everything, that if I show it to you, Red Letter Media's Best of the Worst series will be your favorite. Red Letter Media in general will become your favorite YouTube channel, and Best of the Worst will become your favorite series on YouTube. I
Got it.
wholeheartedly believe that, because their sense of humor and just the shit they watch it is like I have marathoned every episode before. It is so funny. They will just watch like the worst movies ever and riff on it, and like it's so good. Like they have a series Best of the Worst where they just have like, what's it called? They do they have like playing Keto, which is like pachinko and stuff, and they pick random old VHS tapes they found, and then they just watch the random old VHS tapes and try to review it. And it'll just be like the dumbest shit. It'll be like some local like VHS vanity project from some guy in Milwaukee or something, and it's just the weirdest, like, or like a failed children's show pilot that's just completely bizarre.
So, Fairy, it's a good thing you moved on to that field magic space because you can't fight other players if you're on an item or field magic space.
That.
Yeah.
And no, I will deliver the medicine to Amphi.
Legendary says, I thought Red Letter Media was a politics channel? No. I don't know what you're confusing them with. Like, at all. No, they don't talk about politics at all. They goof on movies, and they do some serious movie reviews, but for the most part, they watch garbage.
Do they also have an invisible, or an imaginary friend called Zach?
No, they are not Deadly Premonition.
They are inferior, then.
That is correct.
You'll probably want to M-guard against this guy, because his attack is not much to speak of.
So did you get Deadly Premonition Origins?
I haven't.
No, I've already 100%ed it on PC, and I've got it running pretty well on PC, so no point. But
Okay.
I am obviously getting Deadly Premonition 2, because Deadly Premonition 1 is my second favorite video game. I love that game.
It's a lot of fun. I've seen it a couple of times, and
It is barely functional, but it is one of my favorite video games. Like, I love it so much.
God damn it.
With every passing move, you're getting further and further away from the castle and onto an empty space.
I thought you were gonna say with every passing move, we stray farther from God's light.
Would you have preferred I did?
I mean, that would have been more applicable when we were still troubleshooting.
Oh, Smash Gunner said it. He'd love to see some more Monster Hunter from you. We should have done Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
What would you like?
I'm assuming you'd be getting Evil Genius too. Of course, Evil Genius is my favorite game. They're like basically tied, Evil Genius and Deadly Premonition.
I'm gonna rip this.
Two Spinner can get you further.
What would you like?
Ugh.
So what accent is she going for?
Thanks,
French.
Marjorie.
Hence the Molchetti. Molchetti.
Over here we say that, but entirely with nasal. Rock.
Rock hard tits.
Damn it!
I told you
gone
to
with-
fuck. I told you, Rock.
Should have gone with your
What?
rock hard tits.
Whattageek picked the same thing I picked. He won. You pick the opposite, you lose. It's as simple as that. You go with what I pick.
So, Fury robbing the item shop actually would have given her the opportunity to get items that were not in stock, such as stuff like a revival or a death block or something like that.
Could you imagine
So, like,
if the
really rare
entire
items.
playthrough I guessed correctly on every rock, paper, scissors?
That'll be
the percent,
impressive.
The percent chance is absolutely minuscule. It's 1 in 3 every time, but if I were to, that'd be incredible. You'd probably wonder if I'm hacking. Have some kind of like dev kit open on the side telling me the answers.
One tip, this guy with a duck hat.
I am the best!
So before you move, go to the bottom right of the map real quick. So that whole area is red loot spaces, so they can have either really good stuff in the roulette, or for the most part, they'll have really bad things. So like you can take damage, you can lose cash, you can lose a couple of items, but the good things are really good.
Maybe I'll spend a little time there. I don't know.
You're already in debt, to be fair, so you can't really lose much.
Yeah.
Fair.
Alright,
Can you only go so
Hope.
far in debt?
No.
You can go really far in debt.
Oh no. That was the king of the
But again,
kobolds I just killed.
there are a couple of ways to clear it. You can battle a player, and then if they lose, you can force their debt or your debt onto them. If you fight Roche and lose, she'll clear your debt, or he'll clear your debt. And I think there's another way that I'm not thinking of right now.
I love my
you can just
insanely
sell a bunch of
lopsided
stuff.
stats. Chugga Connery was over 1 million gold in debt. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be a million gold in debt.
If you lose at Rochambeau, you get your debt removed, right? Against Roche, yes.
You met Chugga once at Con Bravo. I need to go to Con Bravo one day because it's my local convention.
I've met him several times. He's a lot of.
I haven't
he's
met
like
them
a
at
really
all.
Nice guy.
Well, if either of you ever go to Con Bravo, I live really close to it.
Okay, this is the problem with me going to Canada. I need another visa to go to Canada,
Yep.
and it's like $150 for me to get it. And it might be a single entry visa, as it could be a 10-year multiple entry visa.
Yep, a lot of people do not come to Canada. It is a pain in the ass and there's not much to do.
I mean, I do kind of want to go because Canada seems like a fun place to experience the snow in.
The first person who
It gets boring and shitty fast. Go to the maritime provinces, they're pretty nice. The islands, they're nice. Brandon wants to, he really likes it over in he's in New Brunswick right now, I believe, for military stuff. He's crashing with a friend. He really likes it out there. And in fairness, I quite like it out in the maritime provinces as well. Much better than fucking Ontario. Ontario is difficult to tolerate. It sucks. We get the worst of all worlds here. You don't get any of the good parts of Canada out here.
My mom went to boarding school in, not Alberta.
Saskatchewan.
Not Saskatchewan. The
Manitoba.
one that's British Columbia.
I'm guessing near Vancouver then.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a decent place. That's West Coast. It's very expensive, but it's all right. As long as you can afford it, it's all right.
Well,
I was naming all the prairies first because you named Alberta, so I thought maybe the prairies.
This was back in a long time ago. Before
Oh, sorry.
before the 80s crash.
In a Canada far, far away.
Now this is pod racing.
Will there be a playthrough of Digimon on YouTube? Yes, because I streamed it yesterday, and so it'll be going up on YouTube at some point.
I want more Pokemon Sun, because that was a lot of fun.
Anywhere along the coast that isn't Vancouver isn't so bad. Generally, in Canada, well, you say that, but our coast goes up so far north that you'd freeze to death. So, how's this gonna go? Oh, there's a lot of dead on that.
So there's a 50-50 shot of if I choose attack, Fury will survive, and if I choose strike, one of us will die.
How much of a gamble do you want to take today?
So like if I attack and she counters, then I win. If I attack, she defends, she lives. If I strike and she counters, I die, but if I strike and she defends, she's dead.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna make my
24-hour
move.
sun during the summer, MBB. Yep, never sleep properly. You went with the safe one.
So he's pretty...
He's tanky.
Can you press prediction again? Because I can't.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Why is it you have to press prediction for that?
Because her R button isn't working.
I know, but like, why is it working on your controller? That's so weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
Came for Pokemon,
Okay.
stayed for
I
content
got
and
it.
bread.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
To be continued. It's just so abrupt. I'm off having my own adventure. Fuck
Yeah.
it, why
That's
not?
fine. That always happens.
Not too many good things here.
Good thing.
No. Oh, there's a lot more bad than good. Oh, fuck.
No, that's still not too bad, honestly.
Yeah.
That's not permanent, is it?
No, it's just for like 7 turns.
Okay.
Also, because you're wanted, Firi, you can't give up.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
Well,
I'm gonna die either way. So
I'm going for a strike. Wait, I misread that, sorry.
Victory is mine!
Directly
I love
to you.
killing people.
Oh, hi, Tsukujin.
Oh, hey. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm famous now. I'm Big League MDB now.
Firi, I think you have to push
sorry.
A. Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of
I'm now
stuff.
legally obligated to wear sunglasses at all times indoors at night.
Daddy MBB.
Let me put that on. Here we go.
You see, you use your multi-crystal for that.
Yeah, and it worked.
So are crystals forever ruined for everybody else because of JO crystals?
No.
Now they are.
Okay, because I genuinely think of that every single time, and it's just funny. I agree, his content is refreshing. Thank you.
I have to message my cousin. Where am I meeting them?
Counter? Always goes for the
Across
dick.
the counter. Cross counter. What's up? In the dick?
Always the dick.
Always the dick. You know where to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Their brains are in their balls. Wait.
That's how you zombie.
Nice.
God, I can't wait to get those new lights so that I don't go blind
I had
every
that
stream.
Two crystal.
I feel like these glasses make my nose look huge. Arf. Arf.
Just gonna leave that there. Alright.
You guys can
Cash
also
has been
follow me on
saved,
Twitch
thanks to
with
the
my
heroic
stream.
actions of True Guardian. My goal, to do my best to fulfill my hopes and dreams. Meanwhile, the only person who still has a town...
Well, the king stole my town.
This is true, and I'm sorry. But don't worry, next continent, my luck is gonna run out because I've been in first for like 6 weeks in a row.
Oh, yeah.
The glasses make you look like Jeff Bridges, in parentheses, the dude. Makes me look
From
like a
Big
fat
Lebowski.
old man, thank you.
The dude of Los Angeles.
I do love that movie.
It is a very good movie.
However, he's supposed to look like a train wreck in that movie, so it's not the best comparison.
Not a good compliment.
Yeah. I don't need to, do I?
Do you and Whattageek have any other Hearts of Iron playlists?
What? Whattageek doesn't have Hearts of Iron. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't play Hearts of Iron.
Are you thinking of Eldrahill? Because Eldrahill's British. I don't know how you can mix them up.
Tea and crumpets.
But I actually do want to do a playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 sometime with Truth, where I'm teaching him how to play. The Love Boat series? Yeah, that was with Eldrahill. He still does, like, Paradox games all the time on his channel if you want to watch his stuff. The funny thing is, he's no longer verified on YouTube, and I am.
How's that funny?
Because I get to make fun of him. He was verified when he had 400 subscribers. Because he went in for beer with the
wow.
developer at YouTube, and they gave him verification while they were drunk. And then one day he changed his username on YouTube, and it unverified him, and he never was able to get it back. And now I'm verified. So now I get to rip on him for it. Oh, how the tables have turned.
Hey, Mah-Dry, I just got a comment on one of our Heart Gold Soul Silver videos.
Fuck.
MDB talks a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
She speaks 10 times more than Whattageek.
She?
Gee.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
that happened 14 minutes ago.
But how? How does that happen? I don't sound anything
It
like
was
a
a
woman.
capitalized S, so they must have meant to say it.
Did they not come from my channel? Like,
Well, I would say their name, but never mind. That would probably put them on blast.
Is it their real name?
I think so.
Okay. It's
I
the
feel
hair.
like
Yeah,
when
they
I'm
didn't look down an
gay.
inch to see the beard.
Yeah.
The hair. I have a mohawk. Like that's not
It's a
not
very
typically
feminine mohawk.
that's not generally feminine hair. I feel like mohawk is fairly gender neutral hair, if anything.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
Fairy,
my mom had a mohawk
No.
in her wedding
Fight me.
photos.
No.
fight me for your pride. As a true
what
guardian.
Pride?
Mah-Dry boobs, apparently.
Yeah, apparently I'm the bearded lady. Cobra Strike.
Cobra Commander. I wanted to get to Uvsnor, but I guess it's not in the cards.
But it's in the book.
But it's in the book.
Yes, it's in the book.
We gotta link you the thing, Fairy.
Yes.
So you can see the
Hold
copy.
on.
It's so good. Yeah, just
It's
link
not
it to
my
her.
turn, so I'll go ahead and do
Yeah,
that.
go ahead and link it to her. It's great.
Mah-Dry-Bread was Fatima this whole time.
Yep. Yeah, I don't need that. I should stop going for items. I'm full. I never use them. I should probably be using them more.
Oh, I got a message on Discord.
That would be for me.
Nah, couldn't be you.
Can't be for me.
Nope.
Much like how you didn't watch my Dokapon Kingdom Let's Play.
Oh no, I didn't watch yours. It was some other guy.
And his 3 friends. 2 friends and brother.
I thought
Oh,
it
I
was
didn't know it was your brother.
your gaggle of douchebags while you're trying to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Na 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 na
Yeah,
na na na.
Yeah.
I like how we're all just leveling. Is this what you do for most of the game? Just like walk around and level?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Fuck it. I like it.
Is your YouTube handle Whattageek? Yes.
Yep. Everybody go on his YouTube and subscribe. We have a randomizer Pokemon playthrough over there together. A couple of them
Actually,
actually.
I have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
One
got
is
2 of
active and the other one's done.
Oh boy!
What boy?
Oh boy!
Nice. Nice.
Uh-huh!
No, I cannot do that one.
You can do a pretty good Goofy.
Yuck. Well, I show true pride as a guardian.
How much
what
did you practice
do is
that?
You unsubscribe
Not
and then
very well.
subscribe again.
Liberation.
So,
Uh,
because you've been in last for a long time, that is a sign of the Darkling. If you go back to the main open area of Dokapon Kingdom and go to a very specific space over at the bottom right area, you can turn into a Darkling, which
Okay.
is basically the revenge mode. You can't capture any towns. Like, you can't get any towns for yourself. You'll have to give up all your items, field magic, and towns. But you become super powerful, nigh unkillable, and if you kill players, you can continually get experience.
Huh. Is he gonna super cure his corpse? No? Okay.
So cool!
You can't super cure the undead.
Apparently, you're so cool.
Alright, let's have this be our last full round, because it's
got
getting
it.
late. I gotta get some dinner in me before I'm back on the fast. And then
actually
I gotta work more.
Gonna get going soon as well, so.
You gotta go fast?
Don't worry,
Gotta go
chat.
at
We'll
the
be playing this game
speediest.
plenty, I'm sure, because this is pretty fun.
You know what? I'm gonna try it.
Do it.
Do it,
You can beat him with one more scorch.
Do it.
and then
I'll be
you'll
the
kill
one
him, and
dead
I'll go
again.
deliver my bird to it.
Give them the bird.
Yes.
Gus, which one was why?
Do you
Left
guys have
one.
Instagrams? I think my
Left
Instagram
one.
is linked in the description of all my videos.
Yes,
And
do
I
have
believe it's
Instagram.
also linked here on Discord or on Twitch, I think. My links for everything are just in the YouTube descriptions.
No, that was 2 levels.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 points. I haven't gotten a single city yet. I'm not doing well, and
This
I'm
is
in
my
debt.
second. but technically my first.
Olay!
My
And-
one only.
I'm gonna go visit the temple. So I can have a new respawn point.
Nice.
Welcome to the Holy Temple. What?
So I
What?
don't actually have no other purpose being there.
Oh.
But once you visit a temple, then that is set as your respawn point.
So,
Yeah.
okay, here's save.
Yeah, we can go to save, save right there, and then we can just call it there.
I did it! Thanks for coming to the stream, everybody. We'll be doing more Dokapon Kingdom when we're free to do more Dokapon Kingdom. I need to get a
And
little work done
hopefully-
and play a little Smash.
And hopefully, next time, it's not 2 hours of troubleshooting.
Shouldn't be. I can't
God,
foresee
I
any
hope
new
it doesn't do
issues,
this
but
again.
who fucking knows?
We just gotta remember that it needs to be on the dev build.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
apparently cooperates better with the current update of Parsec, I guess. Thank you, everybody, for coming by the stream, and until next time, have a nice day.
Bye!